decided to not build the wall. I'm gonna build a lattice wall, and we're gonna do it right. I've got the end channels, got enough lattice to do 4x8 sheets and then a 2x8 sheet, cut it down, be perfect. And then we'll just have an end cut, really, that's it. But what about this lumber and everything shining through, the sun? It kind of defeats the purpose of the whole project. Well, guess what, boys and girls? They make a sunscreen netting for windows, and if you're real slick, you'll grab the 25-foot roll for the small insects. This isn't aluminum, it's vinyl. And here's the kicker to this. I tried the sample pieces. This is identical to the sunscreen. The sunscreen has a fat coating on it on the standard wove. Well, this wove is tighter with a thinner, and I was pretty shocked by it. And I just ran across a piece of metal in my toolbox and pulled the piece of metal out, and it didn't even tear. So I think it'll withstand the occasional weed eater, whacker throwing rocks. And with it being this thicker knit, the tight knit, it should block out the white columns and the 2x4s. Another thing is I was looking at staples. I spent $15 instead of $5 for less staples, but I got stainless T50s, 6 mil by 1/4 inch wide. So those should tack in real nice. I'm about to do a time lapse of me hanging those 25-foot rolls. I'm gonna do 3 and then come back and tie in down here or down there 1. So that'll cover that. And then we're gonna throw the lattice. I got the end caps just for the ends, not the bottom or the top. If it's not where I like it, I'll go get those. But I have a secret up my sleeve. I have some concrete trim, the hardy plank trim, and I thought about throwing a band on the bottom and the top. And then, you know, these are gonna be 4x8, so there's gonna be a seam right here. And this isn't a big deal, but I'm thinking I'm gonna take some 2x4s, come in here, and I'll block on every seam. You're not gonna see it because of the black netting. Boy, these red wasps, I'm telling you, I can't get over them, man. They keep flying in my truck. Anyways, I'm gonna do that. We're gonna get this tightened up. It is 3:15 p.m. I'll let you know what time it is when we're done. These time lapse really make people, oh, a little squirrel getting in my bird feeder. I see you, I see you. I see you up in that tree. Some big Japanese maples right here, I love them. Our pear trees coming in, fig trees coming in. Took out my apple trees last year or 2. All right, anyways, let's get this wall built. I'm gonna try to do a time lapse somewhere that my camera doesn't overheat. So hang in there. All right, it didn't go exactly how I wanted, but this is how it went. We got 3 bands up there. Top's gonna have a little more blockage to it. This is gonna be great. Oh my God, it's already 100 times cooler in here. Now let's talk about a couple things. I got trim right there. Ooh, there's the heat. So this, you can see that darker spot up there. This is gonna get covered by these sheets. It's gonna look amazing. Next thing is, we used to have a 28-foot camper, and this wall breathing is priceless. So if we could sit there and keep a little air movement in here more than just the ends and 2 windows, that might be better for mold and stuff on the concrete, because there's a spot down in there that's low and it likes to get some moisture. So I was kind of afraid with it being open on both ends that when we get some rain that this thing would hold water and we would have some water spots right over here. So this is a big solution to that. Next thing is if we want to have some parties during the summer and get out of the heat, we can set up in here and have a view of the front yard and the backyard. And it'll be a very nice treat to be out of the sun. I'm dang near allergic to the sun, I can tell you that. I want to get at least this wall done. That's my plan, realistically. I gotta get these leveled up. We got some fat storm clouds coming in. Just being straight up with you. I need one of those screw pouches. I'd say that a couple times. So my cuts are gonna be down here. So let me go back up here. Well, you know what I would do to have some music playing right now. Already on a midnight. I don't know if that's the lyrics. This is gonna be fun. So I got the channels for the ends. I think if I went ahead and mounted a set, leveled them, that would set my tone. I want to try, I bought an extra sheet of the 4x8 and of the 2x8. So I want to try leveling this bottom one first and then see how I like it with putting the channel in after. Might have to do the channel first. Let's take a look. Definitely think I need to put this in first. Question is, how do you mount that? You screw right to it. The sun has baked these. They just won't even hold their shape. I think I'm gonna do this after. I'll mount it on these center studs and then come back for that. What I'm gonna do, since I'm by myself, I have a downward slope going towards the backyard. So I'm gonna try to mount my level over here on the left. And then that should set my tone the whole way. This is gonna be a disaster. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I should have bought a pouch. Y'all can watch me for a second. I got $500 to $600 of material right here I don't need to mess up. It looks incredible in here. And it is 99% cooler. I mean, that's not a real number, but it's crazy cool. I hate that I did that. I don't know what we're gonna do yet on the inside. I'll figure this out. I like these channels on the ends. Grab. Figure this out. I'm trying to see what's gonna be the best plan here. Some would say that looks good right there. I could fix up here, but I think we're just gonna go all the way up. You won't even see that. And that's gonna block more light up top. I'm telling you, in the evenings, that sun comes down and it just pounds right here. So this is gonna be a huge improvement. Turned out amazing. What do you think, Mercy? Oh, Mercy's been eating pizza.